Good evening, I'm NewsLink Indiana weather forecaster Noah Gordon with your weather forecast. It was a beautiful, almost September-like day across the region today. Really didn't feel like late October, and it still kind of doesn't outside there. Looking at our current temperatures, 73 still here in Muncie, 65 over in Lafayette, 76 down in Evansville, so still quite warm out there, a lot warmer than we would have thought it would have been here coming down to the last few days of October. And that almanac really reflects that fact here. We see today's high of 77, 15 degrees higher than the average high of 62 for this time of year, much closer to that record high of 81 set all the way back in 1963. So very much didn't feel like October at all today. But tonight, if you're headed out anywhere, mostly cloudy, lows in the upper 50s, but those winds still out of the southwest, 15 to 20 miles an hour. Still going to be quite windy if you're headed outside anywhere tonight. But tomorrow, going to be another beautiful mid-70s day, one of the last ones we may see for quite a while around here, so get out there and enjoy it. But as the time we're waking up tomorrow morning, 8 a.m., 64 degrees already. By noon, up into the upper 60s. By 5 p.m., up into the lower 70s here. Going to be a beautiful day outside, but those winds really going to be kicking out of the southwest at 15 to 20, gusting even higher. So want to hold on to your hats if you're headed out there, because looking at our 6 to 10 day temp outlook, still looks to be much cooler, or a much higher chance of being below average across the eastern United States, while the west coast remains above average for most of the 6 to 10 day temperature outlook. Meanwhile, we look at our temperatures for the next 5 days here. Big backslide as we head back to average, and then even below average in many places here. The average high 62. By the time we hit early next week, going to be 15 to 20 degrees below average for most of our viewing area here in central Indiana. But this weekend, though, going to be kind of a washout if you're headed anywhere. We see by the time we hit tomorrow evening, Friday, 9 p.m., rain looming across the region. A bit of a break as we head into the Saturday afternoon, but we see this southwest wind pushing these rain chances back into our region and really just going to sort of overspread the region throughout Sunday, resulting in kind of a washout before we see things begin to clear out Monday evening. But meanwhile, the rain gets replaced with these much cooler temperatures, and along with that, high winds really going to be a possibility through the weekend. We see Friday here, 1 p.m., winds gusting up to 20 miles an hour in most of our viewing area, and really sort of staying constant at that 15 to 20 mile an hour gusting range until we get to Sunday, early Sunday morning and Sunday afternoon, when those winds finally begin to settle down. But really going to be a chilly weekend and a blustery one if you're headed out anywhere. So looking at our 7-day forecast here, we see warmer Friday and Saturday, but as those rain chances continue, so do we see here temperatures backing down into the 50s and into the 40s by the time we get to Monday. Halloween Tuesday looks to be a very, very bitterly cold one out there, high of only 42, and feels like temperatures down into the mid-30s. Wednesday, still very, very cool, but maybe some warming as we head further into the work week. For more information, make sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at NLI Weather.